The following is a story inspired by media and police reports. It is dramatized for narrative purposes and is not a literal record of events.
In a small bedroom of a Toronto rooming house, a tenant lies passed out after finishing a bottle of rum. On the floor beside him, a hot plate hums quietly, forgotten in his haze. The hot plate ignites nearby materials, and flames creep silently through the crammed space. He wakes to thick smoke filling the air and scrambles to put out the fire, but his desperate attempts fail. Smoke overwhelms him, and he succumbs to smoke inhalation. The fire claims his life and injures others, a criminal reminder of negligence. This is the story of Hell on Earth, a Toronto deadly fire. On the night of March 6, 2011, tragedy struck a Toronto rooming house. A tenant, who had been drinking heavily, laid passed out in his bedroom. A hot plate he had left on the floor ignited nearby materials, and flames quickly spread throughout his room. He woke to thick smoke filling his room, and he tried desperately to put the fire out, but his efforts failed. Overcome by smoke inhalation, he died in his room, while the blaze spread, injuring other tenants as they fled. Toronto Fire Services arrived on scene within minutes, confronted by a fire that had engulfed the entire house. Firefighters battled the intense heat and thick smoke, using hoses and axes to gain access. Inside, they discovered the tenants' burnt remains. Despite their efforts, it was too late. The fire was eventually brought under control, but not before it caused significant damage to the house and left a lasting impact. Following the fire, investigators examined the scene and collected evidence to determine the cause of the deadly blaze. Fire inspectors noted the presence of a hot plate on the floor, consistent with reported activities. Officials also assessed the life safety systems. Smoke detectors were either missing or non-functional, and cooking in bedrooms is strictly prohibited under Ontario Fire Code. Investigators concluded that these factors directly contributed to the deaths and the injuries sustained by others. The landlord was later charged and found guilty of criminal negligence causing death and other convictions. He was sentenced to 3 years in prison, along with probation and fines. A stark reminder of the deadly consequences of ignoring fire safety regulations. Hey Mapsters! This tragic case is a powerful reminder of how quickly negligence can turn deadly and why fire safety compliance should never be overlooked. Fire safety inspections help landlords ensure smoke detectors are functional, identifying correct fire code violations, prevent unsafe living conditions, and protect tenants' lives. Tenants also play a vital role by using appliances safely, reporting fire hazards immediately, avoiding unauthorized setups, and following rental safety rules. Fire safety isn't just about compliance, it's about saving lives. Vigilance, communication, and responsibility from both landlords and tenants can prevent tragedies like this from ever happening again. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more of our rental property content. See you next time, Mapsters.